Hello Capricorn, it's EJ with EJ Star Tarot with your reading, a timeless reading that starts February of 2022. So it'll start in February. It could already be happening, but let's get started. We have authority, light, balance, and harmony. So let's go ahead and talk about authority. This is like the emperor, right? Having that leadership, wanting control. And authority, again, it represents that strength, that logic, that wisdom, right? But also wanting control. And I feel that, sometimes when we take control, we don't always look at reasoning, or we don't always look at logic. And so this is kind of saying, and oftentimes, instead of taking full control, it's good to take charge, right? To lead, but not hold on to the control that's where it's overbearing, because then we don't make wise decisions. So this is a card of saying, use your wisdom and be logical, and you be rational about what you're doing, right? Have self-awareness. And it's interesting because here we have light, and it's funny that the meanings that I get each reading. And here, because it's saying to have self-awareness, and then we have that card, light, that talks about being enlightened, okay? It's a card that reassures you that no matter what's happening around you, that there's a promise to be prosperous, there's a promise to have joy and success and growth. And maybe you're giving new light to something new, like a new birth, a new idea, a new goal, something. But I feel like, in life, our life constantly renews as long as we don't have full control. As long as we have that balance. And that's what this talks about. And it talks about when we release full control, the movement starts to happen and you start to shine. And then you start to attract the right people, the right things, you're in the right places. And because you're not having that full power over it, things are balancing out and things are starting to look better for you, right? So, if you look at the two cards, see how he has that yellow? And this is like, I'm being enlightened through this all because I didn't hold on to the control. I released some of it, and I have a balance, right? So there's like that 50-50. You're leading and you're not controlling. So those are different things, right? You're leading rather than controlling. And through that, and because of that, you're being enlightened through happiness and success and joy. Things are starting to start to happen around you. Oh, and interesting enough, you've got balance, right? It's about creating that balance. When you release the control, you're enlightened, the balance forms, right? Harmony starts to come in, around you, within you. There's going to be some lifestyle adjustments, of course. But, and it could be with love, relationship, business, career, goals. Sometimes we plan and we have to replan, right? This card here, this balance, is justice. And it talks about, it's justice in the regular tarot. And it talks about things working out for you that's favorable because you're not having that full control. You're leading and you're being enlightened through it all, which allows you to have success, which allows you to have that balance, right? And then you start to realize the change within you and around you. And karma's starting to, because karma's like a circle, right? And that's what I feel like is happening here. But something is happening here where you're like, you know what? I need to kind of not be so aggressive and full control of everything, and I need to create a balance. And I feel like because of that, you're able to make wise choices, and then justice kicks in, the balance card, and it creates that balance where you're emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually connected. Right now you're making rational decisions, logical judgments, and you're being more honest and careful with how you proceed in the future. And because of that, you have the harmony card. Okay, and that's beautiful how this reading is reading for you, because it moves you from one stage to another, and the whole time being enlightened and seeing what's in front of you and being aware and knowing. And that's the most gratifying feeling to have, because the unknown, it brings nerve wrecks, right? And then you want to control everything. But this brings that harmony. And, you know, there's the possibility of some new partnerships. There's some possibility of things are manifesting for your future. There's new relationships. Things are really working out in a very good way where you're feeling good. This harmony is a Lover's card, and it represents decisions and choices that are definitely you are going to be faced with, and you're going to make the right one, okay? Whether it is, again, relationship, business, job, money, whatever it is, you feel comfortable, you feel at ease, you feel at peace. There's harmony around you in making those decisions. And I feel like you're reflecting back and you're like, hey, you know what? This is working for me. I think that I need to do this more often because I felt grounded. I don't feel like there's chaos. I feel like I can see the next step in front of me to keep on going instead of having things spinning around and not knowing. I hope that makes sense. But it's all about you learning and achieving and growing and being enlightened and being spiritually balanced, emotionally balanced in whatever area in your life that this applies to. Some of this might already have happened. It might be starting. But nevertheless, things are working out really well, that it brings justice. Things balance out for you. Things work out for you in all areas of your life, not just in one place or the other. It literally is across the board. And you'll start to see that and feel that. And because of that, you're just like, what am I doing differently? And that's why you're reflecting backwards, right? What am I doing differently that now I can see and I feel good about it versus I didn't before? It's all about that balance and that enlightenment that allows you that control, right? So not having all control, letting the control go, but taking the lead. Those are two different things, and that's what you're doing. You're leading, you're not controlling, and because of that, things are falling into place and it feels good. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be blessed. We'll talk soon.